is accounting for the fact that it doesn't matter if this one's a 4 and this one's a 3.
Do me a favor.
Yes, that was taken into account. She was
And speaking to this
It's the
microphone a
same
little
thing
bit.
with traps.
yeah.
And I'm gonna check to see
And I
how
have
stream
not done
sounds on the
probability
other
in a very long time.
Well,
That was like high school for me the last time I did probability.
But here's your
Yeah.
here's your
It takes- you don't take
1d12.
it forever.
Your 1d12 is here. Your 2d6 goes like this.
It's a parabolic.
Right.
It's a bell curve.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah, Belgrade.
Same
So
Okay, I'm talking into the
you
mic,
got a 3 in 8 chance.
and
of
I'm
rolling a
talking
1,
into the mic,
and a 3 in 8 chance.
and
of
I'm in the
rolling
mic
12
talking
on
to it, and I'm talking to the
And
mic.
then but your odds of
And
rolling
I'm
12
talking-
on 2d6
no.
is significant.
You really want me to stop talking into the mic?
Yeah, please stop talking to the mic. You
I
don't
don't-
like being talked like that.
In the
What?
long
No,
run,
Mike.
they tend
Mic
to-
check 1 2, huh?
Yeah.
Please
What?
stop it.
Oh, Mike, I'm so
You're
sorry.
More consistent damage with 2d6.
You like that?
You're
You like that?
constantly
Huh?
doing 6 to 8
Yeah.
damage.
Because I want to.
You
Yeah.
would take a
Yeah,
great
you-
sword
yeah.
guaranteed
No,
on a
shh,
fight,
shh, shh.
just because of how many times you roll attack
No, it's all right.
and how many times you
It's
get
Mike.
in a fight.
Didn't give me consent.
On a barbarian, maybe
But
a
you
paladin
said please, please.
I said no.
No, you said please, please.
starts to
No.
float into
We're
this
gonna. Well, I'm recording this, and we'll see. We'll see
because
exactly
you're
what
not
you said.
rolling as many attacks.
What happens if you said please, please? Huh?
So that's where I can
Well,
see,
then
like,
no,
on
so
fighter,
no.
you would want a great sword, almost guaranteed.
No,
Because
stop.
you're going to be hitting so often. You want that
No.
average.
Yeah.
You want to be doing 6 to 8 every single round, every time you roll damage dice.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Alright, we're ready to go. We ready to
My-
go.
My guys.
I'm gonna have to be
my
very
guys
careful.
feel building great.
Because they're gonna hear me like crazy.
No, not even.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
It's only when I'm in a raise, but it
That's
gets lower.
some situation. This is a very delicate
Blood Rush
situation.
just went into what's the it made me think of the Blood Hunter
yeah,
that Matt Mercer made, but I know it's probably a homebrew.
You just didn't care, did you?
Yeah,
that's it.
really balanced.
You didn't care about my feelings on your man.
I have no interest in, like I said, I with work and everything and my life outside of this, going to extensive homebrew and having to worry about balance or just using PHP stuff, I just would rather just use PHP stuff most of the time
I
because
already
it's quicker.
I made this
I'm right there with you.
this character so long ago. I'm just like, might as well play it. It was for an out of the abyss setting.
Alright, we're ready to go. They are gonna hear my voice like crazy. I'm gonna have to be careful with how
I mean, they're gonna hear Joe like crazy. They're gonna hear me like crazy.
Yeah, you guys
You're
were
all
talking
five
like
of
a
us
little
really
before it,
easily.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Maybe not you so much, but you can project.
Yes, I can. Very good.
Alright.
I get complaints about it all the time at home.
You do?
Over projecting.
Yes.
It's a problem with the guys.
It's even worse when you have headphones.
Hey!
Hey!
What's up, everyone? How you guys doing, first of all?
Ceiling mostly.
Yeah.
And
Fan.
The third
Sprinklers.
roommates.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, there's a sprinkler there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Out of the
don't crack
Abyss.
that open.
This is our second. We are doing the second part of Out of the Abyss. We've technically done the first part with a different party, and that's archived on our YouTube channel. The second part is what we are doing currently, and we are going to give you the recap of what happened in our session 0. Okay, so what happened in our session 0 is Yarvel from Icewind Dale traveled with a couple of the I was about to say Battleborns, because you guys said it so often last week.
What do you mean, you guys?
Well, I didn't say you.
You said you guys.
It was specifically Chris.
I'm trying. I'm trying not to single people out.
You have to
Okay.
single people out. You have to make them feel like shit. That's our entire point.
Battlehammer clan. A couple of the Battlehammer clan
Make them feel like shit.
traveled with Yarvel down to a nearby city called Neverwinter.
Sit down.
After traveling to Luskan, straight to Neverwinter, he ended up selling some of the relics from Icewind Dale. Not as much as he would like.
They're still in the bag holding.
You still got plenty.
I'll be
And-
trading them in the Underdark since gold's not going to be all that useful in certain towns.
No, not really. Especially since you guys are just going to the Underdark now. You head towards the inn, a nearby inn, a shack of sorts, pretty much, because no one goes to this inn, called Sandwich, where you met a couple of weird individuals, a skinny, pale-looking kid with blonde hair, black eyebrows, and brown, actually green irises, who was munching on some sandwiches, and a specific-looking dark elf. Did you like that? Did you like me saying that?
No.
It's just to mess with you. Drow.
Oh, gross.
They're drows. See how triggered you get within the first few seconds. You just call me a dark elf? How dare you? You basically arguing with each other as if they were like weird close friends, kind of messing with each other. You also met what seems to be a very attractive looking drow with a little bit more of a silver tone to his skin and very long, luscious locks. Although they aren't upkept as much as they should be, they still look glorious. Like, this guy's a gleaming sense of gorgeousness
I don't remember this
as he
guy.
walks in through the door. Although his
Of course I know him.
his sense of direction seems to be a little bit askew. Also, you met what seemed to be a tiefling woman and a very tall-looking dragonborn who happens to have a couple of scars on him as he seemed to have been traveling to the nearby city of Neverwinter, and after an excruciating adventure in the Underdark, and kind of looked to find a new adventure somewhere else, which you graciously offered an adventure to him right back into the Underdark. And he was not too thrilled about that. No, it's not a good
That's
time.
a good adventure. What the hell?
Exactly.
He just wants to fight.
After a night of getting to know each other and understanding the party that you guys are currently with, you guys were able to head off into the near Neverwinter woods, where many of different encounters were going to happen, and did happen. You guys ran into a lizardfolk clan of sorts. You guys also ran into what seemed to be a couple of deformed trolls of sorts that were like experimented on. Ended up killing a couple of them, and after a few more nights, you guys encountered what seemed to be an ancient green dragon who happened to be roaming about, protecting the woods nearby. That's what he believed he was doing. That's what he believed he was doing in his lawful evil way. Protecting the woods nearby. Dragons are weird, man. Don't try. If you try to think about it,
I know.
if you try to reason with why they think the way they think, you're going to hurt yourself. So let's not try to do that.
Actually, it does make sense because they're still lawful.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's portions of it that make sense enough that you just go,
It's more.
Yeah.
Yeah, they turn a blind eye to everything, don't they? Huh?
they're
Except
Well,
humans.
dragons.
Yeah.
The biggest difference between evil and good is just your willingness to kill shit.
Well, yeah, but it's more just like what was also in the forest. The fucking trolls that we also fought was also in the forest. Like all this other shit. Is that natural?
No, but like,
That's what I mean. I'm just like,
it's just D&D.
yeah, I know.
There's no reasoning with a lot of stuff.
No,
But the reason why the
That's what's
ancient
playing
green
off
dragon, he confronted you guys, basically saying, "Why you've entered this forest?" You guys managed to talk him down, and he basically said, "Ah, fuck off, I don't care." And he ended up walking off and doing his own thing. Pretty much, basically saying, "I got my eyes on you, though. I will find you guys."
I can't fit.
If you guys basically fuck up his forest, blah 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 blah. Basically, he did some intimidation tactics to make sure that you knew that you were his bitch.
Little did he know that he was armored.
Exactly.
I mean, like, he
Know
could.
that we're dragon slayers.
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know shit. He's just being a fucking ancient drain dragon. You did come across his son or daughter. It doesn't matter. Gender's not important here. A smaller
It's
child of the gender.
Milo.
Oh yeah. And he ended up puking up. The small dragon ended up puking up a weapon that you ended up giving to the tiefling. And this is just brief notes. And you guys also ended up coming towards a village.
On me. Puked on me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did puke on you and
You
Turkin.
had a tiefling?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was playing a tiefling.
I didn't realize that she was playing a tiefling.
She didn't want to describe it. Regardless,
She's a rogue.
she's being secretive
She's a
essentially.
trickster cleric.
She doesn't want to reveal all of her secrets.
Trickster clerks are rogues, let's be honest.
Yeah, like the rogues of the
Rogues of the
cleric
class.
subclasses.
You're not wrong.
They're more of the almost. I think they fall into more similar to like an illusionist style a little bit more.
I mean, yeah,
Yes.
I don't
But
really.
Technically.
the
The way they play.
Yeah, the way they play those.
It doesn't really matter. You guys ended up going to a village, a nearby wooden elven village that centered or was pretty much at the border of the mountain and the Neverwinter Woods. Stayed there the night and ended up climbing the mountain, encountering a unicorn. It was just kind of like, it was a random chance of finding a pretty unique sight, which is just a unicorn who ended up talking to you guys for a few minutes, asking what's going on. He's saying he was going for a stroll. You let him go on his little stroll, and you guys basically hit the area where you guys traveled down towards Gauntlgrym. And that's where we ended our last session off. Nothing too crazy besides the ancient green dragon. But, you know, there was just navigating the Neverwinter Woods.
Exactly. All these mythical creatures.
What happened to it? Damn it.
And
The Underpark.
I hate the under.
Underneath. The
You know,
Underdark.
I think by level 9, a
Talk.
paladin would have the access to find greater steeds. A paladin or a party who was level 9 could have made that unicorn their greater
I mean,
steed.
technically, well, I can.
Yeah.
And I had that ability. I actually have that as one of my spells.
Oh man, you missed it out.
Ah, God! I'm so sorry. Work. Fuck.
No, you're good.
That was yours?
It's not like it's not
I
possible.
bought that for you.
No.
Can I use the fucking dragon?
Well,
Literally, that's where we're leaving off in that
If I use
area.
the dragon as my steed, bro.
Can we do that? Yeah, it turns out just like we said before with like some deals, like all fucking the fucking loop, and I'm just gonna be the writer that's on the fucking.
Oh, you're gonna be the dead
Dead
rider
rider.
on top of
Yes,
the
exactly.
There's a half.
You guys are silly.
Yes.
There's a halfling.
Halfling where?
No.
Well, what?
Half elf, short skin, well, human,
He's a human, yeah.
drow,
Yeah, full drow, half drow.
There's no,
Dragonborn.
there's no.
tiefling for when she's
That's
here,
awesome.
and obviously Arvel, the tabaxi.
Wait, what? He's still here?
He's a tabaxi?
Somehow live.
I thought he was human.
Yeah, he's been human this
I thought he
entire
was just
time.
dirty.
He's
Yeah, I thought he just had a lot of hair on him. It's fucking
yeah,
weird.
well, yeah, he just he glued fur to himself
To make him.
to keep warm in Icewind Dale.
Right.
It's just like the opposite of
He's just really fucking.
He's the opposite of Sir Knowles.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start. And let me fix this camera.
It worked really well,
Exactly.
especially after you got that ring of warmth. Then the fur really started kicking in.
Nice.
Let's hope this thing can.
The thing I've actually unattuned to at this point, because yes, I'll probably run into some cold damage in the Underdark, but not nearly as much.
Not anything that's going to be
just that
relevant.
one room that has
Like,
this
there's gonna be
cone
one or
cult.
two
This is
creatures.
This is gonna the room with Kona cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just gonna come into that one room again.
Exactly.
That's
So,
some
you
fun
know,
stuff.
An
Okay.
extra spell slot, staff power,
One thing to note before we
bracer
continue
of defense.
is that I'm still running
Kinda
off the
things
rule
I
that
don't wanna
me and
unattune
Prince
to.
will most likely be swiping off, switching off from time to time. This stupid fucking camera doesn't want to work. It makes me upset. I'm gonna switch my cameras real quick. But yeah, I'm still operating off that rule. I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys into the scene where you guys are entering the doors of Gauntlgrym. Essentially, right at the. I'll show you guys a picture of where you guys currently are in the Discord real quick, and then I'm gonna go find myself another camera, and then we'll continue.
I just want to introduce myself before we enter.
Oh, I'm ready for you to introduce yourself in a second.
Alright.
You would be in Gauntlgrym itself.
Would I? Okay.
That they would be trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, they'd be trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, I just sent it to
Yeah,
Chris.
probably.
Thank
That
you.
never happens.
Thanks.
That never
All right.
happens.
How's it
So,
looking? Speak
We are
friend and
looking
enter.
at a large gate made of
There you go.
stone. Probably, if you had to compare it, I would say 20 foot tall and probably about 15 foot wide. And it has what looks to be dwarven engravings up in there. I'm just
Like
kidding.
hieroglyphs.
you continue going.
Dwarven
thank you,
engravings, somewhat chiseled in. They're very hefty. They're not very detail-oriented engravings in this stone. And it has two large structures, not structures, but like the area surrounding the door has also been partially engraved. It's a little bit more rough looking, not as much detail, and it towers over the characters as they approach.
Looks like
Oh,
there's
this is
almost two
bullshit.
different doorways.
Well, it looked well.
If you look, it's almost looked like there's a bigger door as well.
Doors and doors and doors.
I know like that smaller part is obviously the obvious door, but it also looks like that.
I thought the entire thing was a door. I'm being honest. I thought it was literally a 20-foot tall door.
Yeah, same.
That's how it looks to me.
It's a
Right,
big
that,
door.
that small area looks like almost that.
Oh, it's
that
separate door, yeah.
Exactly.
But
the
the
one for
entire thing is the
giants-
door.
And the one for normal looking people.
Yeah. It's like, you know how there's that side door off on the main city gate
But
sometimes?
like a doggy door.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
It's a doggy door. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, this is a dwarven city, right?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
It is a Dwarven city.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they would have a smaller door.
Now, what the thing is they are so good at crafting that the hinges on like this door is
Oh my God,
perfectly
that's
level to
very
where
good house.
even with its enormous size, you can very easily push it open once it has been unlocked.
I run and I drop kick it.
Why?
Drop kick it?
No, I don't.
I was about to say what?
Literally nothing. Not even the sound of you drop kicking it travels to the other side.
What is
I'm
it?
gonna have to
I just
actually-
I knock the door and I go, "Hey, we're here. You arrived. Arrived."
I look for a doorbell.
Roll for investigation. You really want to do that?
With a 2, do I find a doorbell?
No, but eventually the doors start to open. Just in general.
Oh, they're scrying on the area outside the door.
Finally, jeez. Hello.
You can come in.
Alright.
Okay.
Don't be so rude, bro. That's cool.
I really gotta find another key. God damn it. This is actually very upsetting me. Oh my god, there it is right there. Thank you. Because now that camera's not working and it's just a nightmare. It's not fun. I just want it to work. It's gonna hurt my brain the entire time. I'm gonna make this one work. Goodness. I'm sorry I'm delaying this, guys. I apologize.
You're quite alright. We're judging harshly.
And that's okay.
I have more
expect
time this week. I'm not going in at 5 a.m.
That's good.
that. Yay! No fucking
Yay,
5
Labor Day
a.m.
weekend.
bullshit. It
Especially
really
since
looks
it takes me an
bad.
hour to get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you working at?
Lake Nona.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a
I
good way to
I
go.
thought about spending the $4.50 to get there 20 minutes sooner.
Makes
That's
sense.
But
not
then
bad.
I thought about it and went, that's $4.50.
That really is.
One way.
Yeah.
All right,
Really.
that works
That's
for
what
me.
you're
It's
coming
not
to
great,
the
but
with.
it's a camera that works and doesn't look like shit.
See?
All
right. Perfect. Okay, you guys make your way into the Gauntlygrym, and you guys
Yeah,
see
I'm
like
fucking
all these dwarves that come in.
Or
Or
go to
like
them.
as you guys are walking your way through, you guys see like a big celebration. Essentially, just like they're all like clapping their hands as you guys come through. Like they're all like in a line, just like cheering. Ah, woo!
Oh yeah, I can't actually look up right now. Most of the time I look up.
Bring it up for Yarvel! Woo! Yarvel in the gang! Who are the rest of them? I don't know. We know the Yarvel one. Yes! who we're supposed to be cheering for? Like, and they're all like having a celebration.
Here.
I just go, can we just do the fucking briefing?
We have to party first.
No,
we have a
no.
whole party to have to
No,
do.
the
We have
world
an
is-
entire night.
The world is in danger. We need to do the briefing.
In order to brief, you have to
Oh
stay with the
my
dwarven
God.
party. There is nothing more
The
than
wo-
partying.
Literally anything can happen at this point. You want a fucking drink?
I mean,
No.
the day before the end of the world, you might as well get some.
No.
Exactly.
What if it's the day of the end of the world?
Well, then you might as well get some drink in you. Look, my friend. If anything I learned in Icewind Dale, people die. A lot.
Yeah, but we came here to die. I don't want to come here to die. I want to come here to kill the thing before we die.
Well,
And if we're here, I want to kill the thing.
we kill it today, we kill it tomorrow.
No, there's a difference.
More people have died from it.
Exactly.
People are gonna die from it.
Hello, where's the briefing?
You keep going up to all these other doors, and they're just like, no briefing yet. King Bruner will talk to you about briefing after we do a little bit of partying. That's what we came here to do. You guys celebrate.
You took away our escorts, so we didn't get a fucking briefing then.
Where the fuck did they go?
I don't fucking care. Oh no.
They left
That's
early.
actually something I was curious about. They left early, trying to get here ahead of us.
Did they
I'm
not
not
make it
entirely
back?
sure. Did they not make it into town?
I'm worried about fucking drinking. You didn't know where your people are.
I mean,
Really?
Yes.
You're going to do this right now?
Yes.
You don't know us.
Oh, okay. Are your people safe? Did they make it back?
I mean, at the end of the day,
This
it's
guy
kinda
looks
their problem.
incredibly angry right now,
That's fine.
and he doesn't seem like he wants to deal with you, so he walks away.
Oh, look, the people didn't make it back, and now we're next.
I mean, you're kind of ruining the party.
I don't care. It's
I
not
mean-
my party.
Look, my friend,
Hey, you only live
We have been
once.
invited in.
Enjoy it.
we have been invited
I
into their
no,
home.
I live multiple times.
But you, dude, like, just enjoy this fucking
I mean,
festival. Yes.
yeah,
Didn't you
elves
get denied that
No,
right?
elves
Another festival.
do the thingy or whatever. They do the thingy.
Last I
Didn't we
checked,
just get done with the festival?
Drow don't
Not
get
like
that
a
same
few
right.
fucking days ago.
We still do it.
It's not necessarily a festival. I think it's more like a party. And when you guys walk
which
into
one are
like
you
this
talking
main
about?
I
area,
actually have to remember if that's.
as you guys walk into this
Drows
main
still-
area, you guys see like
I don't
a
think
big buffet. You know,
I
like
think that's
you know,
something
like the
that was denied
classic
them when
scene
they were
from
saying-
most fantasy movies and just fantasy scenes themselves.
entirely positive.
It's just like that, where there's this giant, massive table filled with food and many different chairs. It's like you're coming into one of those little classic fantasy scenes, and you can see King Bruner kind of like celebrating and hanging with people as he screams out towards the entire people. What's so funny?
I got curious. Drow never get reincarnated because of it's something denied them because of
Makes sense.
Because of Coralon.
because of Coralon.
Yeah.
It's just funny. It's like, I mean, we get reincarnated and all of a sudden it's like peer over. Drows never get reincarnated.
They
Like,
don't.
Like,
fucking die.
that was a
Yeah,
small
like, I
tidbit
don't
of
think
lore
they-
I
yeah, like,
remembered
I know,
from
yeah.
watching something.
I'm like, I don't think they do either, but
Fuck it. It was just funny. Just
But
like,
in character, no, I was like,
Oh.
I just had to clarify as a player, that way I wasn't stating something
He's just saying
incorrectly.
shit.
saying should just get it over with. I know.
Um,
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. You can hear him shout out to the entire team. Tonight we celebrate for Yarvel and the event. For Yarvel has come, and he has come after saving Icewind Dale from a brutal, harsh winter.
As As he's just wondering why the fuck we're here, I'm wondering the same thing like Elstree. Why were they brought here?
Adventurers, hang out for a few hours, enjoy the festivities, and I will talk to you guys individually as a group about what I am requesting of you guys to do. As he sits down in his chair, enjoys the festivities.
From the sound of it, we're fighting a tower.
Yo, Kaz. Why the fuck are you so angry, man?
I want to get this shit over with.
Don't
And
be
they're
such a
fucking
rush to go
partying.
to the Underdark.
Why are we rushing?
They're partying. They don't even know who the fucking people are.
I mean, I'll sit down next to you and go, let's look at it this way. Their people could make it back, or they could already be dead. They didn't make it here by the time we got here.
There was an ancient green dragon outside.
They're probably
Just chilling.
dead. And they have accepted that if that's the case, possibly. They're dead, they're dead. Death.
Make a
Yes.
perception check, Kaz.
$13.
13. Okay. You as you were talking and listening to him, kind of frustratingly looking around, you can let's just
15.
15. Okay, let's just say this. And whose passive perception is above 10? I think most everybody's,
Mine's a
right?
19. Yeah, mine's a 19.
Okay, unless you have a negative, most likely your passive perception is above a 10.
Mine's exactly 10.
Mine's 10.
Well, then there you go. You pass.
Yeah.
Mine
You can
also
notice that
because
a few,
efficiency.
as you guys are talking, you can see like a few of the Battlehammer doors are like near the gates of Gauntlgrym, setting up some gear and about to head out.
Heading the way we came?
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like they're trying to, like, go as a search party.
Pretty much.
Do I see like an exit to this place where like we go on to the next fucking area?
You seriously gonna chill there?
I want to know what we're up against.
And I go, my friend, if I see you looking around, looking for an exit, patience. It's going to take us many days' journey through the Underdark, presumably, to find the threat we're even running into. Rushing on to that journey now will only waste your chance at rest before the journey. Take a moment, rest, relax, enjoy the festivities before we go into a place where we won't see the light of day for many moons.
I know of this.
Yes, I'm sure. And you may be comfortable with that, but some of us are not. I really don't care because I only got 4 hours of daylight every day for months. So the sun is not really all that different to me. But some of these people, this one probably,
What?
looks to have been a land dweller for quite some time given his human heritage.
No.
Partial human heritage.
Actually, no.
Now it's partially human?
Well, I'm partially human, yes, but I grew up in the Underdark.
Ah.
I literally... was-
This one doesn't
they-
look like you grew up in the
They
Underdark.
came to the Underdark to get me.
As
To
I,
take me over there. To go back to the Underdark.
I understand
Why would
the
they just
feeling.
not get me at the Underdark and just let me start
I
there?
understand the feeling. Man.
King Bruner goes,
You gotta know what you're looking forward to by saving the Underdark.
as you guys are talking and stuff, King Bruner kind of like shouts out above everyone. He goes, "All right, everyone, and as you guys are enjoying these festivities, I just want to make sure, as this next individual comes through, that nobody is on guard. This seems to be a creature that seems to be wanting to help. That recently came from our excavations of the Underdark. Ended up helping, and it's new. It's new." And as that happens, you can see a nearby door is open, and you can see what seems to be like a strange creature come through. And do you want to describe your character, Drake?
Alright, I sent the image earlier, before the doors. So before I describe this, so you know what it looks like.
Gotcha.
Alright, so what you see is this deformed monstrosity. He's currently walking on 4 legs. His body is covered in tough armored scales. His head is reminiscent of a dragon, but twisted to resemble something else. He has claws for fingers and an armored tail. And despite the armor, he is not very bulky. and he has this bluish gold coloring with gilded accents.
And you see this creature walk through with a couple of doors.
I take out my scimitars.
He just said not to be threatened by it, and that it was trying to help us. Come on, be civil.
That's what
This is a party
that's
they're
what
drawing
they always
swords.
say. This is how they lead you to your death under here.
If we're going to die, we die.
I might as well be prepared then. I'm just gonna accept it. What is with you? You're very accepting of that.
I mean, at this point, I'm surprised I'm not dead. I went to the plane of fire at one point. The elemental plane of fire. Let me
That's
use its full
nothing.
proper name.
That's nothing.
I'm sorry, elemental plane of earth.
How'd you survive the plane of fire?
It's very hot. No, it was a very solid place to go to, honestly.
Anyways, I mean you guys no harm.
That's so good.
And you hear in your head, would you prefer me to talk to you this way?
I prefer you not to talk at all.
I'm gonna test just in case, and I'm gonna say something in a deep speech creative. Hello, and just to test if you understand deep speech, because I want to know when I pray to my God about certain things, whether or not I can do so in your presence.
I thought about it, but no, I cannot take that.
Okay, I say something and go, and when you just look at me or don't respond at all, I just. This is a pleasure to meet you. May I ask what you are?
I like to call myself Ardragman. That's. I'd like not to talk about how I came to be, but.
So you go by Ardragma.
Oh no, that's just what I am.
Okay.
My,
What is the name I can call you?
You can call me Felix. My real name is Fiendfeller, but obviously that's not exactly a suitable name for this kind of place. So, just call me Felix.
Dude, this is fucking awesome. Kez, how are you not having fun? Like, this thing's talking. This is awesome. Kez?
I'm agreeing with your friend here. We're about to travel into the Underdark with what looks to be the most interesting creature I've seen in a long time. And I've talked to sentient moose and Leopardons.
He does have two.
At this point, he kind of goes,
He does have two great swords
Dinosaurs
on
don't
his back,
exist.
but when he stands up, he stands on both on his hind legs, and he stands at about 8 feet tall. I see we've got a fellow kin here.
This is going to happen. Are you praying to
You get the Dragonborn.
We just have more monsters with us. Sweet.
I prefer not to be called that.
Of course you will.
I am mostly of dragon heritage, if you'd call me anything.
yeah.
Somehow, I can definitely see that.
There's literally nothing you
See
can
why
say
you're
right now,
also
Kez, to
together.
kind of ruin my vibe. So I'm just glad that, you know, we come on, man. Like, this is interesting. There's food everywhere. How are you not having fun? He has like a big plate of food in front of him.
I've already halfway through my first portion.
As he's like pretty much sitting next to you, just like, damn it, I have to compete. And now you're now my challenge is yeah, who's ruined the vibe, Kez.
You guys are gonna get serious when we're dead.
And I look and go,
How many things have we been through? God damn it, we've been through so many things and we're not dead yet.
Doesn't mean you should take it easy.
You agree with him?
Yeah.
my thought is, so let's ease our minds before we go into an arduous journey. Some of you seem to be very familiar with the Underdark. I am not. I also just got back from a couple of weeks ago slaying a demigod. The plains of Icewind Dale and the Great Open. And, yeah, I could use this, so I'm going to enjoy it.
Go ahead.
Festival and everyone's here.
What?
Yes.
Everything is going to be trying to kill us soon enough.
But
We
I
only
spent most of
live
that time
once.
selling
Enjoy. Enjoy the life you
That's
have
why
while
we're
you
here sounding
can.
like the biggest, like, what the fuck? We
I-
went to party, we walked, and then partied again. Like,
Halfway through this conversation, he will say this, guys. Don't worry about
Yeah, I'm not gonna let
things.
these two.
You know why?
ruin my
Because
mood.
there's a reason why they are what they are, and if they're going to react the way they react, it's because they've been through a lot. I'm sure they have,
Meanwhile, it's like, I have no idea.
and they probably don't want to be.
what? I'm like, excuse me, what? It's like,
I mean, think about where we're going, right?
Basically, that's
We're
what
going
we're
back to
like-
the Underdark, and these guys probably had a hard time. And I'm not going to reveal stuff about Kez that I already know, but it's not been fun for them. So if they don't want to celebrate, let's just not let them celebrate. Please. But I'm going to have a blast! Let's fucking go, boys!
Well, it was like giving a hard time for being a dad, like a Bobo Debbie Downer. He was the one that started it.
Yeah.
No one else was giving me a shit.
No, I know.
Like, I'm just talking to him on the
Yeah,
side.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like,
I just go like,
Just go
I've
mute.
gotten used to it.
Okay. This is gonna be an interesting trip.
I'm gonna die.
we probably are gonna die.
Every so often, I will fill up a plate and a portion of the meat will go into my bag of holding. Every time I fill up a plate,
As soon as I heard every time I grab a plate, I'm like, he's putting it in the fucking bag of holding. I'm fucking God.
just every fucking time, you see a piece of the meat onto the plate, one piece of meat into the bag.
Hey, yo, you guys are used to starving, so.
It's just like he puts the bag of holding like below the table, and then his face on the table, and he goes, "Ow!"
Oh, you're eating a lot.
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
As you guys are enjoying the festivities, around like 2 hours after when it's around like an hour into it, King Bruner goes, "For the last couple hours, adventurers, I would like to offer you an open calling. We have called several different organizations to come in and talk to the Battlehammer clan, just in general with negotiations. But you guys are free to talk to them as well. They will be here within the time limit."
So, before we get to that, I guess a briefing on what we're going into is going to be important so we know what we're discussing with them. Since we're getting into the serious
Why is it bad?
topics,
A little bit.
It's pretty bad.
A little bit. So I was gonna turn it down a bit.
Then I should probably just not even use the Bluetooth, right?
At this point, it might just be running too much. Like being like a computer. But it'll be fine. Well, anyways, it's supposed to be like ambiance anyways. It's not that bad.
Okay.
And so I was turning it down because it's just supposed to be ambiance.
Anyways.
so, what do you say? Get us this briefing so that way these two at least know why we're here, and the rest of us know what we're going into before we die to it. This one seems to already know. I guess we could have asked him for the briefing.
I don't know if it's the same thing. I just remember my last group pulled me away from a Gorgon.
Terrible. Terrible creatures.
Just party?
But I don't know if that is what we are supposed to stop or not.
No. Well, that sounds like a big problem too. If we keep that in mind, if that's not even the problem we're going
Okay,
into.
give me a second.
And Underdark is not just like the sun, it's lack of light. Because even without sun, you still have light at night.
That's true.
Underdark, no die.
Thank goodness I kept my sight given by my master.
I can literally just have the music up here. Just come through the TV instead. You okay
Switch.
with?
I don't care.
Switch and test it.
I just want to make sure. That's it. My brain is in a weird mode right now, so I apologize.
Here's a question.
What's up?
What do you use for it? Do you use like YouTube or
Oh, maybe if I connect my
your
phone,
phone?
it might be
That's what I
better.
was literally about to suggest. Is maybe your phone may be more consistent since it's not having to process as much.
Yeah, let's try that. If it don't work, it don't work. I ain't gonna sweat it. But I'm gonna at
you're
least
dealing
try.
with streaming. You're dealing with running all the module stuff. It's possible your CPU could be running a tad hot, and that could be causing.
And he did a lot of different things with the computer, so it's
Yeah.
there's a chance that it's just gonna be a piece of poo poo right now. And it's not its fault. It's the fact that there's too many things going on. But he does bring you in for a little bit of a briefing, and he goes, "Well, I wanted to talk to you guys about potential of going back into the Underdark. We are running very low out of options as we have to send our own excavation crews inside the Underdark at this moment because of the Demon Lord threat that potentially is amongst the Underdark itself that recently crept up."
So it is the thing you were dealing with. But
Possibly.
you said a Gorgon. And you said Demon Lord. That makes me think of only one. That is a terrifying thought. I think Demon Lords outweigh demigods.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure.
There was some unusual happenings
What is Bluetooth?
for when I was
Disconnected? What does that mean? Am I disconnected from Yellowstone? No!
enslaved
You've been
by the
disconnected from
drow
your
down
god.
there. As we
He's
were
not
planning
much, I
our
guess.
escape,
I will
the
become a
encampment
fucking
had
peasant
gotten
again.
attacked by a
Oh
bunch
my
of
god.
demons, which is how we were able to make an escape. So
Oh!
The demon army did seem a little thin when I escaped.
I'm just fucking with it while we do things. I just gotta press a button that makes it connect.
So it made sense.
Interesting. Terrifying thought.
Yes, I was hoping not to have to go. But, you know, what is the point of life if something's not trying to kill you?
You make a good point.
That's the whole point of life.
When they offered me, when I finished saving Icewind Dale, they offered me a chance to be a speaker for one of the towns, and I did consider it. But then, the second I sat there and thought about it, I went, and I can't properly serve my king as a speaker of a town. I need to go where death
Going off in
happens.
them shit.
That way I can serve him.
They ran them out.
And where is the best place to go? Where the adventure is. Where the dwarves want to take me. Where death is closest.
Lots of death in the Underdark.
Fucking insane.
Exactly. Both of them.
There's
Like,
plenty
y'all
of-
are having this, like, deep conversation. Our characters just looking over.
Even
Yeah,
even kind of
yeah,
Turkin's
yeah.
kind of looking at that and going,
I'm just simply here because I want to test out my strength.
I like this guy. He'll help me survive.
"Oh no."
Fucking sport.
After that said, Turkin kind of looks over at Kez and he goes,
We're gonna die.
"Damn."
You're right.
Very
Ready to fail.
You're a fucking asshole.
I'm ready to fail. ready to go.
Although I did not find the Underdark quite as bad as my home.
That's good news. Maybe I won't find it as bad
Other
as I
device
expected.
mobile phone, Joseph.
Maybe it's not as
Yep,
bad
same.
as
I
the
got
abyss.
yours.
Interesting.
It came up for you?
Oh yeah, mine was always there.
I guess we've all had our
I
struggles.
disconnect my phone and say screw it.
Okay. That works. I'll spring this over here and I'll let you do that.
We'll just have to keep passing back and forth the phone.
It's a little silly, but that works. As long as it works, I don't give a fuck, in all honesty. And he goes, so I don't have to convince you?
No.
I'm up for it.
That's good. Also, I'll have you, just to kind of entice anyone who is considering not going as well, I will offer treasures, and you guys can pick from our vault down in the forge.
It was promised, wasn't it?
So there will be treasure and gold for the journey was worth, if that's what you guys are after. But clearly, that's you.
Oh,
you
I
have
also
you
came
expressed
for
your
that.
interest in what's going on.
Right. That's how they do it around here.
Yes, it seems that gold and such is their way of bribing people to get to do what they want them
I'm from. It's just your freedom. You either do it or you're not free. Well, that good stuff.
I have no clue what the fuck is going on.
So,
Me neither.
we have a demon lord. Anything else we should know? This man mentioned armies of demons.
For right now, I'll read the abstract. Ye all know the dangers and threats of the world below, and have bought that knowledge with bravery and guile. Even more in diplomacy have ye forged, the first of the connections that will see the North prepared for what might come. If we survive, the coming onslaught will have you guys to thank, and no dwarf of Gauntlgrym will soon forget it. Y'all have courage and conviction of heroes. I'll even say you remind me of heroes I've known from a previous life. The best thing we have is a connection with sometimes things happen and we have to potentially make some alliances that might potentially harm the clan itself. And the closest thing we got to any sort of understanding of what the next step is this interim. So I would probably there's a underground road that you two might know of that helps drows.
They had a stronghold in Sargos. I know them.
He does say that. Yeah.
You guys know everything, right?
It's just it's just because my friend Dritz, he took that underground area and helped paved it as well. But I can offer you guys that area to pass through once our connections with the Zentarum go through. Basically, you'll meet them at that city that probably will meet you guys down towards the Underdark itself. If you're willing to do that.
So our first objective is to fuck with the Zentarum on all people.
And a
Find out
personal
what they know. I establish a connection. You can do whatever you want from there.
Is there an alternative route? Not involving the Zentarum.
You can make your way through, but trying to make your way through, Zentarums are pretty heavy in that drow city, and not having a connection might lead to some notorious acts or some confrontations. If you're comfortable with that and potential battles, that's your prerogative. But just trying to make the road a little bit easier for you guys.
Probably best to use the connection.
I agree, I guess.
That's your call.
I didn't like having to deal with them in Targos. What's...
Yeah, it's a choice. Sure.
I mean, truck through alone, like, through the city is not going to be the best choice. They're going to see us and immediately just basically attack us.
Oh, these guys got gold.
Got gold.
Food, resources.
They're going to realize who we follow. We don't have any friends in there.
How many days travel?
It's a few days travel to our destination or your next destination. Mantle Dareth.
Great. Alright.
180.
We'll set out now, right?
Let us make these connections first. And then you said that they are making connections on more diplomatic levels. And having a hand in that could be good to our benefits.
There's also more air people. There's more. We have the Harpers. We have the Lord's Alliance. We have plenty of different people who can come in and maybe offer you some alliances. Some.
I have no idea
People.
what any of those groups are.
Oh,
But
okay.
they
But there's-
sound useful and they sound better than the Zentarum.
The Zentarim's more for like the meetup spot, more than it is for here. We do have a couple of Zentarim that wanted to come to here and try to establish a connection, but
So it's a very slight connection to help us get through a town, and that is all.
that's all I was thinking.
Oh, that's good. I can work.
I'm not planning on working them for a long time. I'm trying to save the world.
Drink, be merry, rest, head up tomorrow.
All right.
All right. They'll be. They should be ciphering in for right now. Multiple people, a lot of different unique individuals will show their face. I tried to get Dritz, but of course he's busy at the moment, doing the same thing you guys are, saving the world in different places.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Doing something. Crazy.
All right, sorry, and he walks out. You guys are dicks. He just says that very loudly, and he walks.
You'll be alright.
I'll be fine.
Yeah,
Clearly, I'll be fine.
exactly. That's about the matters. So, I guess you guys are going to drink and be merry.
I was planning on it.
I'm going to go talk to whoever the fucking help us.
Well, I guess we'll have to stay sober so that way I can have good diplomatic conversations. And put my hand in on these conversations.
Have fun.
I stray away from the group. And I kind of look at who is the most gullible.
Gullible.
Yeah.
Make an insight check. That would be the stat for that one.
So it's me.
+1.
I wouldn't be
6.
surprised.
6.
Yeah.
It's rather hard to figure out exactly who seems like they would be the easiest to wrap into a situation that they are prepared for. There's just too many people here to kind of like just to gauge one person's willing to give way of their values.
Yeah, I'll just go to the loudest person.
That works.
No, he's gonna go to the loudest person. Well, currently, what you see is you see what seems to be a strange individual with. Seem to have. Let me look and see which one this is. You can see what seems to be a gaudy-looking, tan-looking man with a beard. He has his hair's swiped back a little bit. He seems to be a little gaudy of sorts, but he's definitely attractive. He seems to be a bard of sorts, as you can see his lute at his side, as he seems to be talking to several different people, kind of enjoying the festivities.
A lot before I get drunk.
I just kind of approach, but I don't talk. I just kind of look and observe, see how he's moving, how he's talking.
Make an insight check one more time.
I made my constitution save for getting drunk. By the way.
Oh, I'm sure you're fine. I wasn't even gonna make you make it.
It's a 9.
9. This guy's rather smooth with words. You can gather that the way he talks is just. It's just to kind of. It's really hard to gauge how he's able to persuade people, because it just seems like he uses words, and the mix between his words and the way he moves his body seems to be able to get people to just either wave him off or just kind of listen to him for a long time. Just seems to be a smooth talker.
I just kind of sit there and listen to see if he says anything of worthy.
Of worth?
Yeah. It's like if he's just boasters to be boasters.
What do you gauge as something of worth as far as information?
If he even knows where the hell he's going, why he's here.
Yeah, after
If
listening.
he's recruiting anyone.
After listening in for a little while, you can tell that he's pretty much there to gather into the celebrations. He's enjoying the moment, but when someone approaches him with an important conversation, he does stop and listen and try to engage. But mostly listening into what he is talking about, he seems to be a gentleman who is out for recruitment for the Harpers at the moment.
What else anyone else doing?
I'm ready drinking and eating.
There's plenty of individuals.
Oh yeah. Try not to stand out.
I like some of the individuals.
I like some of the individuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know exactly how my character's gonna react until I hear like certain individuals.
Okay, that's easy enough. You can see what seems to be a strange looking. You can see what seems to be a lizard folk of sorts that seems to be sitting down, kind of like messing around with a couple of mechanical equipment. You can see what seems to be a hobgoblin woman who seems to be representing a strange group that doesn't seem to be have really much of note, but is known to have for like dangerous adventures and expeditions. This group is where you go. I'm trying to remember the name of Force Grey represents Force Grey, but like no one talks to her because that's a dangerous. They do dangerous shit. So she's just kind of quietly waiting, observing as well. You can see what seems to be a kinku as well. That seems to be beside her. That seems to be talking and mimicking. You can see what seems to be a halfling as well. That seems to be around her as well. That they seem to be like a weird group that have to represent this Force Grey unit. But it depends on what you're looking for. We have the Order of the Gauntlet, Emerald Enclave, Lord's Alliance, which Lord's Alliance is more like towards nobles. If you're looking to get noble connections, they can potentially hook you up with not necessarily strong individuals, but numbers. If you're talking to this interim, if you choose to, probably going to find strong individuals, but clearly not trustworthy ones. If you're talking to the Emerald Enclave, you're looking at more of like nature-esque, not combat, but nature-esque people. Order of the Gauntlet is more of like paladins and more of like religious people. So if you're looking for someone that might be very picky and hard to get someone from the Order of the Gauntlet, given the fact that they're always particularly centered around their religion. But if you're looking for religious conversations, you can go there. I don't think you are, just pointing it out. And then there's the harp.
Because everyone's about their own fucking religion. I don't want to be about that shit.
That's why nobody really goes to the Order of the Gauntlet unless you're like really, really into your god.
Like your god, yo.
So yeah, it depends on who you're trying to talk to. If you guys choose not to talk to anyone, that's fine.
Do I know any of these groups?
Roll a history check.
It's not great.
But yeah, it's understandable.
8.
An 8? I would say like you would know the Harpers. This is like the most well-known group out there. The rest of them, besides the Harpers and the Zhentarim, which are like the most commonly like big groups, especially in Waterdeep, to know, there's not. Those are the two that you recognize.
I'm also gonna roll the same fucking history check to see what my character would actually know.
Go for it.
14.
14. You would know the Order of the Gauntlet, Zhentarim, Harpers. You would know all.
All of them, basically.
Yeah, you would know them all.
Already went through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's more of a like,
It's just base knowledge. That's it.
yeah. With that being said, with me knowing as much as this Zhentarim as was being said, I'm not going over there to talk. I'm going over there basically to try to just eavesdrop.
The eavesdrop, roll stealth check.
Pretty decent at stuff. Didn't go there.
That's gonna be a 7.
7? I'll get my die. I'm not gonna just say you're fucked.
Oh yeah, because you went for
Don't mind me, I'm eavesdropping. Don't worry about it.
You kind of just awkwardly sit like around the area, just kind of just acting like you're just eating and just enjoying the festivities. No one bats an eye at you.
Contact with them by yourself.
Yeah, like you get like a couple of like
18 strength.
weird looks.
And I give a few weird looks back. What the fuck is people looking at me for?
You clearly you can see what seems to be the representative. The representative of the Zhentarim. Let me pull up a picture of him because I do have pictures. Fuck me in the. Hey, do you mind actually going into my room? It should be a little USB drive, and finding it. It should be like literally right to the right immediately. Doesn't matter who does it.
We're kind of chilling and stuff like that, so.
No, definitely. Like it makes sense. The people who are chilling makes sense. This is just there because
Yeah.
if you really want to try to find people who are willing to go under there and give you some
He's a
support.
talker. He's a talker.
This
I
session
hear
is
can
for
talk, but
small
usually
parties
it's not
that
his.
need full fill.
Pretty much, and we're not really a small party.
Right.
Let's be honest. We got enough people.
diplomatically move our way through a lot of situations as needed.
I mean, yeah, it depends on the route that you decide what you want to
My
do.
character with his high charisma.
When he speaks well. He's very convincing when
He
when-
tries to be.
when but he's only good at convincing people of things his god wants.
That's it. That's how it has to be portrayed. Other than that, just like.
Did you find it? I appreciate you so much. That has all my new images that I have of randomly generated NPCs. And I wanted to find, and I have a perfect one for this situation. And I can just show you guys weird pictures. What?
I never agreed to this.
I never agreed to see pictures.
Pornography?
No.
That's not what you said.
I just said pictures. I said pictures. Pictures.
You guys see this individual
Pictures.
who seems to have a horn on one side of his head, but it seems to be a tiefling that has one horn on one side of the head, but his pigmentation is rather like silver elf-esque. He has a random look to him, but he's still got these random black clothing around him, and he just seems to be like weirdly looking at you at points like this. because you like look at him and he gives you like an eye contact for like a good 5 seconds. You guys have like a weird stare down,
Yeah.
and then he just goes back to having a conversation with who he's having.
He brushed you off.
It's a moment of disgust, kind of.
Yeah,
vibe.
Yeah, it's
we're
more like
both
a-
having a look at disgust at each other.
He's like, this guy sucks.
Nothing of relevance is popping up from what I'm like.
No,
Hearing.
he's making sure to whisper and try not to like move away from you. And in conversations, he's just trying to make sure to whenever he has a conversation, he's now specifically like looking at you. Even if like let's say if you're all the way far away, he's just like looking at your direction to make sure that you're not eavesdropping.
Yeah, he caused it.
All of a sudden, I'm gonna slip and fucking start a fight. What are you looking at?
What are you looking at, bro?
No, fuck.
You
No.
looking at Paul?
No.
Paul.
Realizing that my mission has failed.
Unfortunate, yeah.
I'm going to just walk away from this group. And just basically, I'm just trying to listen in and see, like, what people are trying to, like, basically gain. So if I can't get anything from the Zentarium, I go to the Lord's Alliance. Again, this is all not going, like, directly to them. It's more just me being off to the side, hoping to just listen, to hear what I can get out of it.
The individual you see that's representing the Lord of Lions right now seems to be someone who has not really been in this position for a long time. It seems to be like a young man who happened to he at points like during the conversation that you're listening into, you can hear him occasionally get I would say distracted by his own thoughts, and then we'll mention something about a blink dog, about how he got cons, and how he can't trust anybody in Waterdeep. So now, being a part of the Lord's Alliance is like probably the best option for him.
You drove him to insanity.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's not about the blink dog.
That being said, I'll go on to the next group. I'm not really getting that much relevant information from this person.
When you pretty much
As I just shuffle through the crowd, excuse me, I'm trying to listen. Excuse me.
what the fuck?
What did you say?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
During
Oh, she's great.
and the Lord, it's great. And when you
One character that should have guidance does not have guidance.
when you get to Forest, pretty much you pass around Forest Grey and you can hear the conversation that they're having, and you can hear the hobgoblin woman go shapoop.
Yes.
Don't just. You got to be formal in these conversations.
What?
You have to make sure that when people address you, you have to say yes, ma'am, yes, yes, sir.
Why would I do that?
Because it's formal. It's formal.
But I don't know what they are.
But you have to.
But that doesn't make any sense.
We are the only representatives of Force
I'm
Grey.
assuming. I don't like to assume. I don't want to assume.
Well, right now we have to find.
Or not have a PP.
This is why we get nobody over here.
I guess Belmont would also be amongst the representatives of the Emerald Enclave.
Yeah. I was getting to it. But
So I figured I'd throw that out there because that
no,
would
he
be
would be.
Yeah, that would be a group he would be associated with. Is associated with.
That was the that you are that representative of that. Essentially, you hear them talking, and within that conversation piece, you gather what Force Grey is looking for are either individuals that are willing to represent them and join their group of dangerous adventurers who are willing to save the world. When it comes to they're more of the heroic side of things. More of, we're here to save the world, no matter what. So think the chaotic good interest of thing if you're trying to put it into a box.
Like a box, yeah.
So they were looking for representatives and willing to offer people who would go down with them, to go down to the Underdark and whatnot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the guy with you?
I'm gonna
That sounds
go
like a
try
group
to
I might
reconvene
interesting.
with.
I
I'm here
want to say him,
to
but
kill
my
things.
character doesn't.
And
really
just
go
say
to
the
him
little doing
much.
it
So you're trying
as
to find
dangerously as possible.
He's currently like, as much as he's trying to avoid people, literally Turkin has pretty much gotten bored and annoyed with everyone else, and he's kind of sticking with his friend for a little bit. So you can see Turkin, no matter how Quez tries to dodge and get rid of him, at this point Turkin's just like sticking to him like glue.
He has a beacon that just he's stuck to him.
Where you going? Where you go?
I said,
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna get back and throw him back out.
Exactly. There's nothing more to it.
I said I would be interested in that group, but since I don't know who they are, I want to even go through them.
Exactly. Unless someone communicates that to you.
I have no idea who any of these groups are. I'm not even gonna roll history. My character would not.
Exactly. You don't have to.
I know who the Xantarum are.
That's about it.
That is it, and only because they had a representation of Targos.
Yeah, and that's fucking awesome. Like how that's coming back. So cool how you can connect some of these campaigns.
Do we really need to align ourselves with any of these people?
I might actually be drunk now.
Like,
It's more for.
It's only a 13. My cousin.
How can I say? Insurance.
I mean, we just get, they just help us out, we just don't have to like, we just help each other, it's just mutual versus I'm just signing a fucking contract and selling my soul away.
Yes, this is through the whole dwarf business and whatnot, so they'll got that covered. We just basically need to use their resources. Did you find anything interesting?
There was the Emerald Enclave was the one that was like chaotic good, right?
No, it was Force Grey.
Force Grey?
Force Grey.
I would be talking about that one. Force Grey, interesting individuals, but they seem to be the most down to earth group because everyone else seems to be like full of themselves.
Yeah, I'm watching this guy over here. this
And
guy is-
meanwhile, like you're like making it like nonchalantly about which one you're like looking at. Meanwhile, I'm like, which guy? That one over there? Is that the one?
No. You're going at it. He's talking about this guy who keeps staring.
That one?
Right there.
that guy right there?
And you can see this pompous, not necessarily pompous. You can see this bard with black hair, tall. He has a very tan-looking skin, and he seems to be smoothing over a lot of people. A lot of people seem to be crowded around him.
And this is
And
He's
kind
the
of
one
enjoy-
representing the Harpers, right?
The one representing the Harpers, correct.
He's the one that we, as players, would know from.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
You would know him as Quill, correct.
But our characters don't know.
Yeah, of
no,
course
none
you
of
guys
our
don't
characters
know.
know him.
But like, I tried to find good representations of like at least characters you guys would recognize as representative.
So,
Representatives.
what's your take?
Well, he can definitely draw attention with good. If his people are the same, and we can use them as distractions, if anything. And then we could possibly use them as distractions for the Xantarum when we get into town. They'll be more of a sore thumb than us.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Oh, Jesus. I'm just gonna lean into the conversation.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
I know. Because I'll see you guys wandering around. Like, I watched you very, very poorly try to move through the crowds and listen to the Xantarum, and I see this one just wandering around trying to get peg on people, and I'm just kidding. This one's drunk as fuck. This one, he's just like trying to not stand out. So I walk up,
laying on the ground like
so I'm like,
dog.
I just walk up and go, so I don't know any of these.
Oh, let us give you the lowdown and same information.
Same information.
Is
It's
passed
still
around to you
versus-
of every single group. So Emerald Enclave, Harpers, Order of the Gauntlet, Lord's Alliance, Xantarum, and then Force Grey.
So,
I'm not quite drunk. There's a 13 on my count.
Yeah, but you're
I like
tipsy.
your- yeah.
Let's just say you're a little tipsy. That's
Yeah,
it.
It started to hit you.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's a slight delay. Slight.
So yeah, those are who we're looking at right now.
I just, you can do something so stupid, it's awesome. I just go, just play along with me.
Oh, he's doing it again.
I let you go.
I
I'm
pull
not-
out, I pull out my scimitar and I point it at you, and I just say like boisterously, "What did you say about my mother?
I said that she's a whore.
My mother's a damn whore!" And I just
Yeah.
like bang a table, like just like really loudly, just like making it just like very impaired.
Performance check. And move your mouse again because you need to know your stats. I'll tell you what you need to plus. You don't have to look. +4.
Natural 20, 24.
This is amazing.
Well, this is the greatest thing to roll your natural 20 on, I guess.
Yes.
What are you looking to accomplish out of this?
I just want to see who gives a fuck and who like takes action as this is happening.
Okay, that's easy. Forrest Gray would legitimately you can see Shapoop run over towards the situation. Sheila starting to follow as well. And they both kind of like rush towards the situation. She goes, "What is happening?"
I told him something very case sensitive, and I trusted you, man. I fucking trusted you.
What was the information? Maybe
I
we
can't tell you. That's why.
He's overreacting. He's had too many drinks.
Too many? You think 13 is too many?
Yeah, for you, 13 is too many.
Oh,
For that guy over there, he can drink more than 13. But someone like you and me, we can't drink that much.
he is a 13.
You can literally hear Turkin laugh like completely out like what the fuck does that mean?
He's just clearly just drunk.
Yeah, he's drunk. I mean, it's fine. No, it's not. Why are we having a disruption right now?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're just gonna be going on a really tough trip soon, and he's drinking so we don't have. He's just trying to ease the tension for himself.
What's the tough trip? Maybe we can help out.
We're gonna have to go to the Underdark soon. Well, back for us.
And my mother, she was there. She tried to kill me. She tried to kill. Fuck! I told you not to tell anyone.
I didn't. That was you. You were the one that just said it.
She goes, "Well, that sounds very rough. So, are you guys the adventurers that we're called to pretty much
Yeah.
be here around?"
I'm sorry. I'll keep my voice up.
It has nothing to do with that. I just wanted to make sure you guys are all right.
Not up.
That's
To
it.
go on the surface is a good place, right?
Oh, you can see the representative from the Lord's Alliance come over and he goes, "Excuse me, what is all the ruckus all about?"
It's got nothing to do with you, sir. Sorry.
But it does. This is a civil operation that's going around here. You guys can't be having a ruckus amongst around here. Guys, I've never blinked over around here somewhere. I need to represent a blink dog. I need a blink dog. You guys have a hookup?
I point to the dragon, the bipedal dragon,
The monstrous dragon monstrosity.
That's not the blink dog. I trust me. I know what a blink dog is now. I've actually looked to find out what blink dogs
It's
are.
a displacer beast fused with the dragon. So it's like a blink dog.
I'm going to have to investigate in order to actually figure out if this is truly what you guys claim to be, a blink dog. But I know a blink dog when I see one. He walks.
I look nothing like a blink dog.
No, he still has never seen
Blink
one.
dog didn't look like a blink
He
dog.
still has never seen one.
But he's done his research.
He walks around. He walks over
I
towards.
just go, I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Sheila Marie.
And I give like a little drunken bow. I go, Kezimuth. You can call me Kez for sure. That's what.
Yeah, it's Kez.
There he is.
It's Kez.
It's what he likes
Yeah.
to call me. I'm sorry about what I said about that.
I'm
Well,
sorry about what you said about your mother too.
maybe when you're not drunk, maybe we can help you help you come up with a solution to your problems.
Yes.
Is there anybody that maybe we can maybe talk to about the potential
My representative here.
As you point past me, I'm like,
I was trying to stay away from this.
Illustrate, tell me what to do.
Illustrate. Am I the representative? Illustrate. Natural 20. I'm.
Ooh. You just like you point, you go in front of my finger.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh,
And
thanks.
I go with it. I just go with it. I'm like,
I see him move, and I go, oh, thank God.
So I'm talking to you?
Yes.
Okay. So, exactly what are you, what kind of alliance are you looking to establish before you head down into the Underdark? Or if you are not, then...
I rest my head down and like Shabu comes over and like, damn.
Yeah, like that's Shapoop's job, just being a counselor.
Yeah.
Make sure you're okay. So are you looking to find alliances or people who potentially can help?
Wait, you said or?
Sorry, I
And
meant
or.
and.
Yeah, okay. That's
And
what
or.
And
My
or is a
brain was
pretty
just
good
like,
word.
Yeah.
wait.
My brain.
Are you looking for someone to help?
I knew
or
what
are you
my
looking
brain
for-
wanted to say,
You're
but it
good.
said or.
You're fine. My
You're
brain's
good.
like, what? Huh? Yeah, we'd be hoping to get an alliance because with the the numbers that we have right now, we could make it, but due to certain circumstances, me and my colleague over here,
Oh, they're there, and Turkin's over there trying to like do the same thing Shapoop is, except doing it worse.
asshole.
Pretty much.
Because of our circumstances, going through certain places is pretty dangerous for the both of us.
Okay.
So having extra muscle, whether it just be people or things to help us traverse through the Underdark in order to deal with the problem at hand would be invaluable.
What's a navigator?
That works too.
Well, I think no, it's yeah. You guys are doing a bomb ass job. It's fine. He goes. She goes. Well, what I can offer you is I can offer you potential a couple of individuals or heroes or people who are looking to make a name for themselves to accompany you down into the Underdark. We can also offer. Sorry, your name was Kez Imuth?
Kez Zimuth.
You're actually very well known here in Neverwinter. You and your friend Turkin, right? I've done my research.
Turkin?
That's when you sober up?
What?
You sober up as soon as they said, yes, me.
Yeah, that's
He shot down a troll one time with one arrow and brought it
Well,
down.
I know that you guys handled a couple of important things with the Doom Guides over in Neverwinter.
Yeah, they were interesting creatures.
You just hear him say, "Oh no, we're not talking about those
They
fuckers."
were fine. You just hated them.
Yeah, they were assholes.
You were an asshole.
No.
Sorry for my friend's mistakes.
Regardless, I know that you are of notorious nature. I have not got your name yet. What is your name?
Eliander.
Eliander?
She didn't say who
Sheila
this
Marie.
is, big guy.
I mean, clearly, if you're with Yarzo, we know what his circumstances is.
Yeah.
Being the hero who saved our swing there.
I'm not notorious.
I'm sure there was more people, but he's the one represented here.
Okay.
Just, like literally just every 5 seconds it's been Yarvel. My character's like
This group specifically knows the fuck out of him. They're celebrating him.
yeah, I'm like Elliot
It will die down after this short
go.
Oh yeah, just embrace it for what it is right now.
Yeah, take the spotlight.
So, I clearly, what I can also offer you is a potential of making a name for Force Grey itself. Not saying that you guys can go by that name, but if you become a representative of Force Grey, we can offer you more weaponry, connections in the Underdark. We do have a couple of drow down there that could be able to help you in certain situations and kind of navigate you guys through the cities at certain points, as long as you guys are willing to represent the name of Force Grey. But other than that, money is something we can offer, like a cash value, a gold value when you guys come back up to potentially have that. But also the most important thing we can guarantee you is an ability to get your name out there. When you represent Force Grey and you are a part of Force Grey, your name gets toted around and you are well known as a hero amongst the people of Forgotten Realms.
Can I ask you a question though?
Okay.
Do you guys have, besides the people in Force Grey, do you guys have like any allies of like other groups or any enemies of other groups?
This is the tricky part. Force Grey is a relatively new group, especially in Waterdeep. We're still trying to make a name for ourselves. As far as alliances go, we don't really have any. But also, on the opposite spectrum, we don't have any enemies in particular yet. Let's hope we don't establish that. But that's the good thing about going with a base group like Force Grey. You don't have to worry about the Zentarem or like people going, oh, that's part of this group, that's part of this group.
Yeah.
There's kind of like a base value of trying to establish a name for
You just
yourself
have
as
to
well.
worry about everything shackled.
Hey, he's no longer associated with this group.
That is the only thing.
That poor gnome.
So good. So
Let
good.
me call Auril over and maybe a group decision.
We will be here taking care of your friend. She kind of walks over as now Turkin, Sheila Marie, and
It's okay. You'll get past your thing.
Ancient are like all three counseling you like you're a child.
So, Force Grey seems to be the most noble.
That'll get
They also don't seem to have many enemies, however, they don't seem to have that many allies. However, they do have a decent amount of resources.
That seems good.
They're loaded.
Yeah.
If they don't have that many enemies and that many allies, if we accidentally get any of them killed, it won't be as heavily weighed against us.
That's awesome.
That is very true.
So,
Do we also want to take on the dog?
oh yeah.
Like, do we? Did anyone talk to the dog?
We're talking about him, right?
Yeah. No, I just my character just thinks it's like a dog.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna look at. I tried to clarify as a character.
Yes.
Because as a player, just
Yeah. Make sure that we're talking about the right thing.
Yeah. Just in case.
Blink dog or the?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna look
That's
at
what he
him.
is. Oh, what? He's not. No.
Honestly, I think he would have followed us regardless. He seemed very enthusiastic about killing demons.
He did say his name was like Fiend Slayer, so I guess that makes sense.
Which, I mean, honestly,
I mean,
think
I
he's
guess
not
like
bad.
going based on what we're
Felix just doesn't have the same ring.
Yeah. Call Fiend Slayer. I mean, I think it's an appropriate name for where we're going.
Yeah. Fiend Feller.
Cool. Slayer.
FF. Felix the Fiend Feller.
So silly. You guys are so silly. Holy hell.
Lost you can see me go fuck, fuck, fuck.
Yeah.
Guys.
It's a field fella.
Fiend the fiend fella. The fiend for the Phoenix the fiend fella.
The Fiend Feller.
All right. Let's agree to this.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll try and talk to some of these other groups that are here. The idiot from Waterdeep looks like he could be easily taken advantage of.
Oh.
The
Blink dog?
idiot from the Lord's Alliance.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we'll
That's your guy. He just swindled.
going to swindle that motherfucker.
I can never trust anyone that walks and talks and breathes.
You want to take the character when he talks to him?
They can't do the voice anymore.
You can't do the voice? I'll do it. That's why I asked.
All right. Well, let's walk up to Sheila Marie and Shapoop.
Okay.
We've talked about it. We agree. I will not be taking on your title. I already have a group I'm very excited about the name of. I do not wish to be associated with it.
Okay,
It is okay.
that is fine.
It's
But
these
be a
guys.
partnership.
Oh yeah. I will be more than happy to be associated as a partner of your group.
Yeah,
Any of these ones who wish to carry your name, that's on them.
as long as a few of your members are willing to take the title of Force Grey, that's fine with me. Not all of you have to do that.
I'll do
I'll do
I'll
it.
do it.
I'll fucking do it.
I'll do it.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
But you should. But
Are you gonna ask her?
Yeah.
Just do it.
All right, I'll do it.
That's great.
Don't do it.
I already doing it.
Fuck this shit.
I'm out.
This is the worst idea ever.
Okay, I guess we'll. That's perfectly fine with me.
Follower, I should just let him die.
I'm the most loyal, man. I'm the most loyal.
I just can't make a decision because I don't know if I'm breaking something or not.
All right, this is great. I did not think that you guys would have gone for us because of many different reasons that I've already stated, but I'm very enthusiastic that you guys have chosen to partnership with us. This is great.
A rock that looks like it has a smiley face on it.
So what do we have to do in return? As your
Thank you so
partners.
It is okay.
You have obviously offered us quite a bit. Some of us are willing to take your name.
Balboa.
Yeah.
What else would you require of us for this deal?
Right now, just living. What these people and these groups don't realize the undertaking you guys are actually about to take on. They're thinking about their own selfish actions and what's going to benefit their group. As much as my friend, he's representing the Emerald Enclave, and in all honesty, they are pretty close to the second best thing you're going to have here after
They're
us.
kind of stinky, I will tell you
But
that.
they are more focused on nature and taking care of that.
And stinky.
For us, and what's important to us, is the survival of our members and the notoriety that comes afterwards. The fact that you agreed is already big enough for us. We want the name Forest Grey to mean something. And all you have to do is just do this really hard thing already that you're going to plan on doing. You accomplish that, and we already get what we're looking for.
And that would be so cool to be like, they'll be like, oh my god, we're famous. And they're like, oh my god, you're famous. And then we'll all be famous together. And like a family of famous people or something.
That's not what Shapoop is trying to say, that there comes a sense of pride when you're doing something good for another person.
It has a smiley face on it.
Yes, his name is Balboa. But he likes to be called Rocky. Yes.
Yep, I was talking about that for you.
Okay. We will handle the rest of the.
It's like the party mask.
See, I told you they would like the gift.
I did not doubt that they would.
I told you. I made a promise to you.
So that way you always have a solid foundation.
I always have a solid foundation.
Just in case things get rocky.
It won't get rocky. It's never been rocky with us.
Never be how it feels to rock. I'll always be there.
It's okay.
As you were walking over into the conversation, this fucking lord has been following the entire time, like from a distance, kind of like watching you, like afraid to approach, kind of doing research a little bit.
As he's like deep in like thought, I'm gonna walk up and grab him by the shoulder. My friend.
Oh, don't scare me like that. What do you want?
I have heard you are here on behalf of the Lord's Alliance.
I am. I truly am representative of the Lord's Alliance.
That's me.
And I look at him and go, are you really?
I am. Insulting.
You seemed a little hesitant there, I have to clarify.
I still new to this representative thing. Representative. Yes, that.
Understandable. I will let your blunder slide Got settlement his face real fast.
You gotta make him feel bad. That's good.
And then I look at him and go, so, I hear you guys are looking to sponsor the group heading into the Underdark on behalf of
Battleborns.
Battleborn.
Hammer!
Battlehammers.
Battleborns.
I was about to click on the thing that I set so that way I wouldn't mess it up again.
The Battleborns.
And you messed it up for me.
And you messed it up for me.
Damn it.
For the Battlehammers. And I heard that you guys were willing to sponsor.
Oh, of course we are. Well, as long as you're able to give us a sense of a little bit of let's say one treasure that you get from underneath there into the Underdark, and you can have whatever we can give you 8 glorious friends and nobles. Nobles, I say,
And
nobles.
I'll pull out a bag of holding and I'll go, does it have to be from there? And I'll start sifting through my bag. Or can we get you the treasure now? I don't know if you've heard my name. My name is Yarvo. I saved 10 towns. Orium.
Take this giant ring.
Along with several other
Giant
groups.
ring with fucking giant rooms.
My. What do you have to offer?
So, some of these relics I haven't been able to properly sift through, but this one stood out to me. What a giant ring!
Giant rooms.
This. I tore off the hands of an ice giant.
My own bad figures.
What does it do?
My friend who spoke Dwarvish told me it says Ring of Ice Resistance.
How would anyone be able to put that on?
It could be used as a crown, presumably, or a necklace for some. It is a bit hefty, but for those who would need to go into the cold winters of Icewind Dale, perhaps, or even far to the far south, this could be a highly valuable item.
That's so cool and chic.
Roll a persuasion check.
What?
29? That's a natural.
Oh, is it 20? Is it 19 insight?
Sure. I feel like this might be fitting of my name.
The funniest thing is I haven't lied at all. My friend says these words. Completely true. It is.
That's why I said
right.
persuasion.
Yeah. Completely.
You asked him to write it though?
Huh?
You asked him to write it.
He told me what it said. I never told him that he engraved it. I just left that bit out.
The ring says this.
Yeah.
These nobles will can accompany you guys
Oh.
and help you in the Underdark as they are trying to make a name for their family's sake.
Okay.
Keep it close to your heart.
So they will be traveling with us, and I'll hold out the ring to him.
Yes.
And
That's a gigantic fucking ring.
It still smells like me.
it's got some weight to it. It is
It's got
a
some
pure
weight.
gold ring.
Yeah.
Of large
Okay.
size. It's not,
Shivos!
overwhelming.
Shivos!
What the size? Wait,
His assistant comes and
So
Gathers.
we're off on the side. He's doing this on his own. Right?
yeah.
And we're saying this like, I'm telling you, these nobles, they're not it. They're going to die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
Chris, by the way,
Their father.
you can put on the side note that these guys will be accompanying you. So
Literally?
you can
Oh
use
my
them
God.
however you would like to. And then
And
if
I
you
go,
I want
so you say these ones be accompanying me, and I have to remind you of it. And I pull him aside very closely and make sure they can't hear me. I go, I need to remind you of the dangers we are about to go into. If they die, and I cannot stop it, will this fall back on me?
No, of course not.
That is all I needed is your assurance, because I cannot guarantee their safety down there.
It's
But I
gonna
can
fall back
guarantee them glory, and if they do die, I will sing their tales in every tavern I go to.
Okay, sure. It'll only fall back on the Lord's Alliance. That's it.
Good. I was worried because in the process of saving Icewind Dale, I had many people try and die alongside me.
Yeah, I just go. I literally just go to like shoot. This is why he's not our representative.
But,
Right.
so what can you tell me about these nobles that will accompany us?
That was single one.
No, it should still be you two. I'm there for intimidation, quote unquote.
I will give you.
That is my expertise.
Okay. Let me make sure I got the right thing over here. This is so dumb.
Barbarian, I think, has been the lowest starting gold.
2d4.
Yeah, I think they are genuinely the lowest starting gold.
Well, they have the least use for it.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think they have-
no armor.
You only need weapons and some gear.
Yeah, monk and barbarian are like in a very similar boat as to how much they need as far as starting gold goes.
Doesn't monk get like 40 gold?
I don't remember what Mark starts with because I never cared about gold monk.
Yeah.
I'm unarmored. I don't have weapons. I don't spend money.
Depe.
No. I punch. I punch.
Yeah, Depe, dude.
Walking around with a gourd of endless alcohol, and I punch things.
That's all I
All
need.
it is a loincloth and alcohol.
Yep, that's all Depe needed. Depe was a good character. I don't know why I've never pulled him back out and used him again.
My backpack is my.
So for right now,
Strong ass muscles.
So for right
'cause I'm
now-
always clenching.
while they aren't Zentarum, while they are not Zentarum, clearly, use the Zentarum Thug stock block for them. I will send you.
What? The thugs.
There's not really a good stat block for these kinds of things at points. They still did not establish good ones.
Noble has a stat block itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the
Nobles are actually trained to fight.
What's the CR of them?
Probably like 0 or 1.
order.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a core. They're 1/8.
Yeah, they are 1/8 stat block. They will die.
So this is a half stat block. So it's a little bit better.
I've actually got a player class noble.
We're just like, alright. There's a dragon here to the back and it's
That's
right
great.
into their mouth.
Well, it's kind of like I was showing it to Chris earlier. It is a very support character. It's very similar to one of the bard colleges,
Right.
where you can make somebody do something as their reaction on your turn.
Yeah, so a homebrew one that was called Princess did like similar stuff to that.
But
Well,
even
like
level
making-
one of those, even 8 level 1 of those is gonna be really powerful.
So yeah, just use that stat block instead. That's what I'm gonna say.
I feel like
It's a little bit better than a nobles.
Well, they've also got a
Okay.
class.
Anything?
Sidekick.
Itching myself.
Anything else?
any
You guys looked at it.
for having 8 level 1 adventures is gonna be pretty good.
As it seems about like you guys have an hour left, you guys can just chill and wait until
I'm just saying,
it's
like,
ready. It's time to go. If you guys wish to stay the night, you guys can stay the night.
what their causes is
It's your call.
I just sober up and I go,
Very quick.
Sheila, you're the sound
As a
getting yourself
player,
into.
I'd like to see some healers
Yes, I do. I've
as a character.
I've been in part of a lot more. I've been a part of probably just as much adventures as you have, and understand that no matter what adventure you go on to, it's going to be a hectic and chaotic trial.
It's gonna be rough. Did they brief you before you got here?
There's no briefing when there's practically no members.
Well, there's a dragon lord.
No. It's a demon.
There's a demon lord.
Yes, I understand what you guys are getting into. That's why I'm not basically. I understand what you're willing to do itself. That's why I'm trying to offer some support. So yes.
So it's like if I just want your people to be safe, along with my people.
We may not have many people, but unlike them, as she points to the Lords of Alliance, we don't just have fodder. We have people who are able to take care of themselves just as much as you guys are.
That's good.
So if this is, we'll iron out the details right now, and we'll set you guys up with some Force Grey clothing and outfits and emblems, and you guys are good to go.
You have it in black.
I can have it in any color you wish. Black too.
How many
Black?
It's just an armband for me.
From
Who are you?
are you talking about from this group?
from the nobles from
First grade, girl.
Yes.
Oh
shit, my bad.
The fourth grade member, they gonna fuck you up.
These guys are they're gonna be so good, so fucking
I'm
good.
just gonna put in parentheses 8 and then 8 total, so that way as we lose them.
I fully expect that.
They are literally going to be a cannon fodder.
This is
Going
for
to
Yarvel's
They're
survival.
more likely to run away
A portable cannon.
at some point,
That's what I was thinking.
Oh no, you have you.
but at least they'll run away and take something with them, because something might chase them.
Gnome chucking.
Powerful belt. I don't have powerful belt.
Gnome chucking.
Yeah, I don't have.
There's rules for gnome jumping.
Yeah, I actually still.
strict rules.
Yeah, it's
strict
D&D
Very
resources,
strict
pools,
guidelines.
No.
Like the
gnome
nobles?
throwing. All right,
Oh wait.
so there, yes, very strict rules for gnome throwing. let
Oh,
me
for
tell you.
sidekicks. Perfect. Thank you, sir. That's fantastic. Thank you. That's a metal dice. Roll it. Are you willing to roll the DM's die?
No.
You just did that.
Oh, there's
I
actually
didn't
scientific precautions.
Yeah.
Did you roll an
Yeah, that's where
encounter?
the psychics
Oh
come
my
from. Stashes.
I
god.
might take that for later.
It's for DMs
Dude, Joe.
to help with small
I didn't do
groups,
shit.
like one or two
Dude,
people,
I did not.
to give
Now
them
the ancient dragon
Bonus.
comes in again.
Hey, but this
player
is
character, NPC player characters. is
Yeah.
what they are.
it's mostly meant for
Yeah,
when
we
you're
were-
just
we were
playing like
reviewing-
there's like
when
two
we were
people.
reviewing it.
Right.
You
exactly.
and your friend are just like, let's play D&D today. Me and you. I'll use the sidekick rules and we'll go. But for this scenario, this is actually a fantastic use, especially for the Force Grey members, because these guys would actually be like sidekicks.
Right, exactly.
So cool. I appreciate you giving me that resource. If they do come up, then I can have that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
With a 20 strength, you could approximately throw a gnome
Let's see.
45 feet.
Do we have a gnome I can throw?
No.
One of them gnome.
But if it's an unwilling gnome, it does have negative effects. And it also depends, are you throwing it with one arm? Is the gnome encumbered? Is the running throw? There's actually like complexities to this.
Yeah, oh,
I
there's
just wanna throw a
complexity.
gnome.
How
God
big
damn it.
are you? Like if you're a large creature, you actually can throw them 90 feet.
So if you had powerful build, you could throw it 90 feet.
Basically.
But I don't have powerful build, so.
Yet.
I'm trying to get it.
Yep. As
Can
I'm
you
going to
even
be
obtain
known as the
powerful
gnome
build?
thrower. I chuck
Yeah.
gnomes.
Yeah, can give you anything they want.
Yeah, it's true.
Ring of powerful belt.
Exactly. No attunement.
Yep. In my bag of holding, I have gnomes.
Oh.
Please.
No, not me!
Oh!
What's happening? You're chucking me at a demon lord. Why?
Hooray!
Like the
a goblin throwing bugbears.
Yeah, like
What
a
you guys
goblin
want?
throwing bugbears.
All right, so if you guys are done, we can move on, or unless you guys want to do something else.
I'm good.
I will also see if I can get any assistance from the Emerald Enclave.
Do we need more help?
Simply
They
because
very much smell.
it's more of like what we can like Sheila mentioned that this is like the second best group.
Yes.
So I'm like, all right, these people just gave us allies in the Underdark, people to help guide us, money when we get out, all these other things, weapons and resources if we need them, all of this list of things. So the second best could be pretty good too.
No, I understand. Yeah.
So if there's no strings attached, and I just got 8 free nobles for 150 gold piece ring.
Man, they are some cheap nobles.
Right. That doesn't actually do anything special, but that's fine.
I mean,
It says ice resistance.
It says
cross protection
says it right there.
At least that's 1,000 gold.
Okay. Give me one
It
second.
specifically says ice resistance.
It does.
Cold resistance.
It does. Yeah.
There is no ice damage.
Exactly.
But if they throw an icicle at you,
As you
Except not really because it's not.
what's the stat
Well,
box?
that's now
You
blood.
bang it with your
I
head.
have my
or
ring of ice
a ring on
resistance.
it.
What the fuck? It pierced me. Why?
ow,
Oh, because now it's piercing damage. It's no longer ice damage.
no.
You go and you see this a very couth-looking individual, skinny. You walk up to him and what do you say?
Hello.
It's me, yeah.
I'm here because I heard you guys were a representative of the Emerald Enclave.
Yes, I am. How may I assist you? I see you were talking with my friends over there. You know, they are very strong and worthy individuals of your time. But let me tell you what we can offer you as well. What are you looking for as far as resources and help?
Our group is very, very well rounded when it comes to killing things.
Okay.
We're looking more for healing resources when we go down there.
Healing resources.
From what I understand, most of us are combatants, very good at killing. Perhaps a supply of health potions or
Pay attention.
medical kits and the likes. Because I don't see our group surviving against a demon lord without such resources.
Let me ask you this. What deal did you have with my friends?
They offered us weaponry, allies down in the Underdark, and a few other things.
Well, that's a lot.
The list was long, yes.
But
I did not.
they are capable individuals of giving you that. They probably are one of the strongest here. But let me tell you what I can offer you myself. I can offer you medical kits, herbalism kits, and also I can offer you some mounts.
Mounts. That would be very useful in the Underdark, hopefully.
How many people do you have?
13 and more.
We have 8 nobles that have joined us, along with 7 others.
And then
One
there's-
not currently present. I'm not sure where she's slipped off to.
And then there's
Of course, she'll probably pop
Jake
up
too.
whenever she does.
There's Jake as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 8.
We'll just say that you included.
A lot.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then we don't know how many.
We have a total
people
of 16
we're getting
people.
From,
I do not.
I can offer you your group some giant lizards as options for some mounts that will help you navigate the Underdark a little bit faster than on foot. Also, I'm willing to conjure up maybe a spider or two if that's what you're interested. But that's only understanding what you're willing to.
Having a slight understanding of Drow, I go, spiders, no. The reason my two compatriots are people who have escaped the Underdark and not exactly worshippers of, spiders.
It makes sense. It truly does. Push. We'll stick with. I can stick with you guys with the lizards.
Go, spider.
So I can offer you guys lizards. I can offer each one of you guys individually 3 herbalism kits and 3 healing kits. But that's the most of my resources I can handle out for the moment, as far as the Emerald Enclave goes. Typically, when I was told to come here, I was told to help establish a connection with, I don't know, you guys offering whatever weird mushrooms that you'd be able to bring back from the Underdark, that we can study them up above and maybe find a way to abolish any sort of negative energy or connotation that comes with these said mushrooms.
My brother would have been really useful in this case. He was obsessed with mushrooms. But, alas, he is not here. However, let me ask you 2 questions.
Would you like to do this giant ring?
First and foremost,
Other giant.
these lizards, are they self-sufficient enough to where I will not have to, if they can consume the mushrooms in the Underdark and whatever is down there, to where I will not have to actively scavenge or supply them with food?
They come from my own power, and I have made them specifically from my mind. So, they can consume anything without being poisoned or have any negative connotations from their insides. So, yes, they're self-sufficient, and if you happen to be in any battle and you do not want them there, they will scavenge off and then appear when you need them.
Alright. That will work. Are they able to be used as pack animals for carrying these said mushrooms back?
If you wish, yes. Whatever you would like to use them for.
If they can be used as pack animals when needed, helping to traverse, then that will be sufficient for what we need.
Fly.
So, I agree to this. And we will try and get as many unique mushrooms as we can.
Understandable. Alright.
Experience some of the effects.
I'm sure. I can't imagine why you would have experienced any of these effects. Where they would have affected you. But thank goodness we have something that gets rid of the poisonous effect of thanks to one of our lovely team members.
Yeah! Quailmon goes. And plus, I as soon as I saw you talking to Sheila, I kind of knew that I was at a loss. So, I'm just glad that I was able to at least help out a little bit.
Of course. I will not actively represent you guys, but I will at least get you these mushrooms.
As long as you're able to do that, that's all we require from the Emerald Enclave. Thank you very much. I appreciate your business.
I got it.
So yeah, you guys have
Get away
giant
from the
lizard
gnome
mounts.
throwing rules.
And how these work are you guys have collars and given individual collars, and once you activate the collars, there's a button on the side. They are conjured and you're able to use them. So if you guys don't want to use them or choose to kind of have them in their own little dream area, you basically conjure. They kind of get sucked in like a Pokeball into these collars.
Presumably they're not very healthy, and if they die, they die.
Correct.
So, not combat mounts.
Not combat mounts, useful mounts.
Yeah.
I'll be using mine as a pack-a-mule.
I'm going to ride this lizard as a lizard.
Or it is a lizard.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys are looking to do while you guys are here?
You like crippling it, like.
It literally, like, you put one foot on its back and it just goes, oh my god! you can walk on your own!
In fact, you can carry me.
To be clear, it's not like the lizards that the noble that you guys are hanging out with in Waterdeep are training. Like the
It's not the guard drakes. Not
no,
the guard drakes.
They're not like drakes. They're just lizards.
Giant lizards?
So like
Giant
T-Rexes?
lizards.
Yeah,
Like
they're
T-Rex
basically
face?
like a giant salamander or something like that.
Have you
Pretty
guys
much.
seen Star Wars, the third one?
Probably not an actual giant lizard because that's more
Alright,
common.
I have to ask the most recent third one,
Or
the
like
original trilogy third one.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, the one
Obi-Wan,
wore
yeah.
it on. That's what I assumed.
Yeah, I had to. Okay, once you said Revenge of the Sith, my brain connected which lizard we were talking about.
I mean, that's the sound he makes. I love the sound he makes.
So you guys come to a close on this evening. As this evening comes to a close, King Bruner gets up from his throne and he asks for a cheer. Ting ting ting. Dwarfs of the Battlehammer clan, individuals from your representative guild, and most importantly, the adventurers who have agreed to go down to the Underdark to save the Forgotten Realms.
Cheers.
We raise a glass
Whoa.
to all of you.
As I'm now eyeballing the guy that I had like weird eye contact with the entire time.
Yeah, he kind of like looks at you too. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'll cheers with you.
May your adventure be successful. Let's go with that word. Lord knows what's about to happen down there. Let's go. Battlehammer clan, out.
Fireballs.
And he sits down in his chair and he goes. He kind of walks up to Yarvel and he goes, while you're down there, like I said,
I need mushrooms.
there's a chance that you'll come across some of the Battlehammer clan if they happen to be, on their own individual excavation of the Underdark. Know them as allies, and if they are in need of help, I'd ask if you can help them. If you can't,
Gladly, it would be my honor.
Every time.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Skirts around.
I knew I put my trust in the right man. That's my boy Yarval, as he walk around with like big pride as he walks away from you.
There's only one way.
And you guys are free to stay the night if you guys wish to, or if you guys wish to move forward from here and head towards the next destination, you guys are free to do that as well. That is, the ball is in your court at this point.
We have one drunk person, so
Yeah.
traveling might not be a great idea.
He can just sleep on the lizard.
That's true.
Technically.
But the chance we come across something.
Yeah.
falls off. Where did he go?
We lost one member already. Damn it, no.
That was the only reason why I drank as much as I did, because I figured we'd be staying the night.
Yeah, that was my expectation.
Leave
Yeah,
behind.
it's it's not like Icewind Dale where it's just like, if this doesn't happen, you're dead. This is we're back in a setting where situations are approached,
You don't do it
and
right
you
now,
guys
you're
choose
dead.
what you do.
Please.
So okay, we stay the night. I'll need the format. Thank you. Since this is what we have to do.
Yep.
Ray. So you guys stay the night, and the next day comes up,
That was good. That was
and you guys set off,
good.
or at
Can you just
least
do that on loop? Thank you.
you guys gather your resources, your friends, and anything that was promised to you guys before you left is gathered to you guys.
Alright, so we're getting treasure from Hospital. First
Yeah.
that's if you come back.
Oh, that's if we come back?
Yeah.
Come on, what about the ones I was promised before?
Yeah, they're not.
For saving Icewind?
Oh,
Did
that
he
was
do
a,
that?
that was a celebration.
Did he say that? He promised a celebration.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if that's the case, I can.
I don't.
I don't remember.
I thought I remembered that, but I could be wrong, so I just won't let. If you,
Yeah, I think it was a celebration.
I already got a staff of power. Literally, the only reason I'd be asking for something like that is to get stuff for everyone else.
No, I understand. So
No, I've already
Do
got
me a
the
favor?
battle axes.
I will ask you to roll me a D100, and then I'll kind of determine off of that what I'll do. So that's a D100.
31.
Okay.
I should get my big bowl out. I brought it this time.
That's a big ball. That's a big ball you got there, buddy.
Preference for the percentile dice.
It's
77.
Remember, that's a punishment dice, not a reward dice.
it got 60. It was a hair off one, but it got 60.
No, that would make people roll as a punishment. When
Damn.
they need a D100 for bad things to happen.
No.
Come on, it could be fun. I got 69.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
I'll just stick with that playlist and be done.
You would be attracted to the first person you saw indefinitely.
Actually, I don't know if it's 69 or 96. It doesn't specify.
What's the opposite number? Yeah, that's very hard to tell on that dice.
No, opposite number would be 69. 69. 32.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
You said 38?
31.
31, okay. Let's see if this actually loads up for me.
But neither one
Since
of
it's
them
being
are
an
marked.
asshole right now.
Yeah.
The internet is
other
not
90s
being my
are
friend.
marked, except for those two.
Because they want you to have that chance at 69. That's they understood that
People like 60.
we can either say this is a 96 or it could be a 69.
Dude, that means we have 2 chances to get 69.
Exactly.
I do think it's 69 on the one that I rolled.
Yeah, I think it is too, because opposite is 32. Usually with the dice, it's the opposite is the, you know,
Opposite.
yeah.
How many
Usually.
in?
Same thing.
Like, that's at least how it is on D20.
Yeah. No, it is that way.
Yeah.
'Cause opposite one is 100.
Yeah.
I just can't find the other one. Oh, yeah, see 96. No. So one opposite 32 is 96. Wait a second. So that's. Where go? Yeah, okay, so that one's that one. Or just had it.
Okay.
100 numbers here.
Just look for the 4 and see if it's opposite of the 96. Right? I guess the 5.
Before you leave, King Bruner goes, I promised you
But
an item. I will promise you, I will give you what you need when you get back. That was, I can promise you one item as you go. To kind of give you an incentive for more treasure when you get back. Because I have full faith that you will. This, my friend, is called a Darkwood Shield.
Are any of us shield users?
No.
That's what was rolled.
It's fine. I'll see if I can trade it to someone. But he's giving it to me, I will take it honorably. And if I end up selling it, I end up selling it. Thank you.
Loser.
It is a great honor to have this.
actually I could use it only when I was dead.
Where's the dwarf now?
I promise you when you get back,
If I wanted to.
you'll have an opportunity at way more than just one item. But the urgency is kind of important.
So it's a Darkwood shield? is the
Yep,
name of it?
it's a 3.5e. 3.5e item, because that's weird that it was rolled that way, but I use a site that gave me that.
So what does it do?
You know,
It's a regular shield.
Yep.
It
Wow.
has.
A treasure made of dark wood.
It literally.
This is a non-magical wooden shield.
Non-magical heavy wooden shield made out of dark wood. It has no enchantment bonus. Makes it lighter. Weighs 5 pounds. No armor check penalty. It's expensive as hell. Heavy wooden shield. Let's
It basically, for a 3.5 rule against an armor check penalty, for I'm assuming carrying a shield, it does not have that.
It does have a 15% arcane spell failure check.
Which doesn't
Chance.
apply.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a darkwood shield.
That's
It is made out of dark wood.
It's made out of dark wood, guys.
Yeah, that's. I will accept it honorably. And yeah.
By the way, just do me a favor instead. Roll me a d20. I found another chart that might help us out here to determine a different object.
6.
6?
And then second one, see if I can roll a 9.
I did not. I got a 16.
It's something called a shield of expression.
Ah.
Says I am.
Is it expressive at all?
Yes.
No.
I don't know. That's
One
what was
expression.
rolled out of the chart that I just pulled up.
Taco.
So it's still a shield.
Still a shield, but an actual 5e shield.
Well, no, it
Yeah,
expresses,
I'm looking at 5e.
it expresses taco.
Is it having a hard time pulling that stuff up for you too?
Yeah. The first
got
one
it. The front surface of the shield.
Yeah, it's
is
actually
like
been
the
giving
face.
issues.
While the shield is equipped, the wielder can use a bonus action to change the face's expression.
So it's
As in Xanathar's guide.
Yep.
it's literally just
Ah!
You can literally just change the expression of the
So
shield.
it's really good for characters who don't
Talk.
Give a fuck.
talk.
Or who don't care about their bonus action.
but it is a magical shield.
Yes.
That's a very
it is
good bonus
magical.
action.
I don't know if that does anything
Uh-huh.
in 5e.
You know, it won't
Yeah.
be broken by certain things that would break non-magical items.
Like
That's
rust
true.
monsters.
As you guys make
Like,
your
yeah,
way
rust monsters.
down towards the towards Mantle Dareth. So go ahead and roll me a
Both of them? Just one.
D100 someone.
Roll that.
Fuck!
That's cool.
He only has to grab one.
62.
Gotcha.
That's true. I heard that. I heard that's true. Hey, can I
Fuck
get the whole thing?
See? It's pretty well balanced.
Fuck you.
You don't want that.
Only when
Yeah,
you
dude,
roll
that's
it
why
on
I bought it.
first
Oh,
surface,
that's weird.
really roll 100. Because those are the largest surfaces. You can even see that it's bigger.
Okay, so you guys see what seems to be. It seems to be nice skies out today.
Skies.
Nice guys.
You guys aren't going in. You guys have not entered the tunnel yet. So right now, you guys are currently above ground, headed towards the underground tunnel.
I thought this place is built into the road.
It is, actually.
Yeah.
Give me a second. You might be right about that. I want to look at it real quick.
Doors. That was
Yeah, 'cause
dark.
we went into a dwarven city,
Yeah.
which is typically inside the mountain.
Exactly. Let me look at it real quick.
Well, the tunnel may not be inside their settlement, though. We may have to leave their settlement
Yeah.
out into the open air and then go down to the tunnel.
That's what I want to make sure before I say that's like legitimately what it is.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I personally wouldn't want a immediate access to the Underdark inside my city.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a tunnel, but there is a tunnel from Gauntlygrym itself that enters towards into the Underdark, but it's heavily guarded. Like it's the Battlehammer clan, like have this place on lockdown.
Like, we couldn't pass through because they aren't opening any gates.
Exactly, unless you are like someone of note, which you guys are at this point. So they let you through as as you guys enter the tunnel towards the Underdark. So
But it is clear skies outside.
yeah, it would be clear skies outside.
I mean, we'll know that for the future, you know?
Yeah. That'll definitely come in handy.
Exactly.
No?
We go out.
You
we
know
go
what, I
outside
want-
later today.
I want. We should have someone with Druidcraft to check
Yeah.
the weather every day.
Every day.
That way we can know what we're missing.
Oh, it's a beautiful sunny day. Oh, that sounds nice.
There seems to be a dragon about. Wait, Druidcraft can't do that.
Oh, fuck.
As you guys are headed down through these tunnels, you guys occasionally pass some of these shield doors and Battlehammer clan doors that kind of like give you a nod of like of respect and honor as you guys walk through. to basically understand what you guys are about to try to undertake. As they are mostly silent and don't really have any words because they know the journey that you're about to go to.
We might not be coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
You guys eventually hit the end of this tunnel, which leads to the Underdark. And you can see a couple of these Battlehammer clan doors. They firmly are waiting for you guys, and he goes, "All right, this is it, guys. Are you guys ready?"
Born.
Aye.
Born. Battleborn.
I guess we'll see if we're ready. It's be real dust for all of us.
Let's go murder some demons. And I guess maybe the demon one too.
Yeah.
It's about time we got back to some action.
I just start cracking a whole bunch of fingers.
You can see Turkin kind of like,
You can find someone else's hand and start cracking them.
Yeah.
You said a whole bunch of fingers, that's all my brain says.
Exactly.
You finish cracking your own, you looked around and you go, you. Let me crack your fingers as well.
yeah, you do that to Turkin. Oh God, why? Loosen up?
Help
Okay.
me calm down. Cracking your fingers helps me calm down.
And as you're doing that with him, he kind of like gives you a look, and this is one of the few times, just in general, where like he gives you a look that is pure like sadness,
Oh.
Oh.
and like it's
Oh.
it's pure worry and sadness, and this is like a rare thing from him. And then after around 3 seconds, he kind of just washes off and goes, "Oh, "Come on, let's go."
This is yours.
I just go, don't worry. Your mommy told me to keep you safe.
This isn't about me. As he starts to walk towards the door. Maybe. There's definitely a big concern there, let's be honest.
Where's my mom?
And you guys walk through, down towards the Underdark once again, and towards Gauntlygrym. And this is where we'll take our break for the day. So you guys are free to go on your lunch break.
We're free to go.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're weird.
We're gonna go on break, guys.
We're free.